हेलो। 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 Hi, Pritam.
Hello, sir.
Hi, good morning. So let's wait for 2 minutes and we'll start the class.
Okay.
So is my screen is visible, Pritam?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, I'm sharing a Word document. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
perfect. Okay, Pritam, let's start. Okay, so this course will be for the Power BI. This will continue for the next 2 weeks. Okay, and have you ever used Power BI, Pritam, previously? Pritam, hello, Pritam, you there? Hello, Pritam, I am audible. Okay, let me wait for a minute.
Sir, I am already online.
Yeah, I'm speaking to you and you're not responding, right? So I
No, no,
just
I
pinged you.
just got to wash my hands.
Okay, okay, that's
Okay.
fine. So have you ever used Power BI previously in your office or somewhere?
Yeah, sir. They have developed a server actually using Power BI.
Server, okay.
Yes, sir. Server in the case, it is like a database which uses data from different servers we use.
Mm-hmm.
So it is based on Power BI.
It is based on Power BI or that the server you will use Power BI?
No, no, sir. I guess it is based on Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we need to have some specifically designed products, right? We cannot use any other products which are in the market.
Mm-hmm.
It was specifically made for us to access the data of different servers.
Mm-hmm. So basically, what do you think Power BI is?
Well, in my yes, it is a tool which analyzes the data
Mm-hmm. Good.
and present it to us as reports and all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you see Power BI as per Microsoft, right? Power BI is a suitability tool designed by Microsoft that empowers you to analyze the data and share insights. Okay. So, and it transforms from various sources into interactive dashboards and reports, make it easier to understand complex information and make informed decisions. This is what Power BI as per Microsoft. Okay. This was developed by Microsoft in 2014. Okay. And why it is developed? It was developed to analyze the data. What is the previous analytical tool that which we mostly use? It's Excel, right?
Yes,
It is. So where we also do few things, okay? And this is more advanced to that, okay? Excel could be used as data analytical tool or data or ERPM. It has its multiple purposes, right? But this tool is totally into analyzing the data, creating interactive dashboards and reports. So what do you mean by report?
any pictograph or like a sheet of data,
Piece of
graphs.
information that you
Yes,
give, okay? Any piece, okay? It could be just like if it is a table, if let's say you have a data that is like a table. When you are looking a part of table, it is called as view, right?
yes,
A snapshot of data. In the
yes.
same way, you are looking at a snapshot, okay, of the table inside a visualization, then we could know it as dashboard, it could be as report. And dashboards, we have different types, okay. Dashboard is a collection of reports, basically. Okay. So whenever you go to X-ray or something, right, what they call it as, once you get it, they call you the X-ray report, right?
Yes,
So it has certain piece of information that you could work it on. In the same way, this report, like we call it as P&L, okay, statement or P&L report, or let's say any such thing where you have information that could be understandable, and these informations led to making decisions, okay, why this product is not working in this particular region, okay, why these are the questions, okay, that raised for a report. Okay, once you get the report based on the requirements, you create dashboard on top of it. And once you get the dashboard and the forward slicing and dicing, that which will make you to create or take informed decisions based on the information that you have. Okay, so we have data warehouses, we have Excel. Okay, why we require to create a visualization basically? When you say Power BI, it's a data visualization tool. Even it call it's a business analytics tool. So mostly this was into data visualization. So why we require data visualization in the first place?
well, why? Because the picture will be easy to be understand and all. So that
Perfect.
rather than representing it in a data, if we represent it in a graph, it is more likely that the other guy will understand it.
Yes. So when you say, right, out of, let's say, 10,000 records, if I want to know top 10 records or top 10 out of 10,000 students in an university, I want to know who are the top 10 from a table or a report. Is it possible?
No, sir, we
Just
need
by
to find it.
manually checking it.
Yes,
Okay, that might be a bit difficult. But in a visualization, what you could do is you could highlight these 10 people, right?
yes,
or you could create a separate this thing for a sheet where you take only top 10 as a filter and you could apply it. That would be more easier when you give more marks. I mean, when you also show marks, it will be able to identify how many marks they have obtained and how many, who are the top 10 students in the university, right?
Yes.
And even in a report, right? If you want to know, I mean, let's say you are looking at your P&L balance sheet or P&L or balance sheet, you want to know which liabilities are having more burden or let's say more interest. Basically, when you're speaking on a entrepreneur perspective or a company perspective, which liability is more reliable? That means which we are paying more interest. We
Yes.
want to know, okay, how we could identify this thing. Over a report, okay, that could be a report where you create with the type of percentage of interest, starting by descending, you will get where we are paying highest interest rate for your liability, right?
Yes.
So these things are mostly require dashboards and reports. And whenever you do visualization, right, but for the brain, it is easy to process a visualization rather than you see on a report or a glance of data. Okay.
Yes.
Because whenever, let's say, if you are having this thing, when you are highlighted, okay, when top 10 is highlighted out of 30 records, it is easy to identify, right? Instead of having 30 records as a plain
Yes. Yes.
without any formatting or something. So Power BI is into visualization and the core components in Power BI. What are the core components? The core components is first is Power BI desktop. This is a free tool, okay? This is completely free desktop application. Anyone can install if you have exact what you say a company mail ID. Okay, it is free for you because the only thing that you require is Office 365 mail ID. Okay, and what we do in this Power BI desktop, we create the report. So okay, once we have this access, we will connect to the data source. These data sources could be anything. Either it could be Excel flat file or the data warehouse. Okay. Or let's say now currently the cloud is more happening thing, right?
Yes.
Even your data could be in cloud, it would be Hive tables or Salesforce, whatever it has. It has there about all the connectivities that are available, okay, inside the Power BI. Either it could be for flat files. Flat file means Excel, CSV, TSV, okay, what you say, PDFs. These are all flat files. That means which you could save in your system. Okay. And the second one would be any data warehouses. MS SQL, SQL Server, Oracle DBA, anything into a server. The third one majorly, which is most happening, that is on cloud, either it could be AWS or Paperboat or what you say, Azure, anything. We have the connectivities or third party applications for the ODBC to connect, okay, where you get the data. That is the first thing. For any visualization tool, this is not only for Power BI, okay, but for any visualization tool, connectivity is the first thing, right? Because unless you connect to the data, you can't visualize the data.
Yes.
So connectivity is a priority, and all these things are will give more connectivity rather than the every data source, every visualization. This thing will have the connectivity into the first priority, and once you connect the data, that means you are getting from database, okay, information to Power BI now. Okay, once you get what you need to do, there are few things that you need to do. You need to transform the data, clean the data, know the quality of the data. And this is where Power BI comes into picture. Okay, so most of the visualization tools will be able to visualize the data, but when it comes to cleaning, cleansing, transforming, they need an other party, third party tool. They have their own thing, but they are not at their best. But if you see Power BI transformations are more capable rather than any other visualization tool where it could transform, clean, create the data according to your requirements. Okay. And this makes, the transformation stage, okay, it's just a unique thing where Power BI outstands from the other competitors. Okay. And once you're done with these two, next what you need to have visualizations. Okay, you could build your own reports, interactivities, presentations, whatever the things that you want to top, you will be able to create those things. Okay,
Okay, sir.
are we clear in the first step?
Yes, sir.
So normally there is something known as ETL, right?
Okay.
Extract, transform, load. That means you need to extract, you need to transform and load the data. Then it comes to visualization part, basically, for any other tool. But in Power BI, it has its own ETL where once you are able to correct the data source, transformation and cleansing can be done inside the Power BI itself. Okay.
Okay.
Are you able to understand, Preetham?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, you said that you are using for this thing. So
Yes, sir.
is it possible to save the data in Power BI?
I guess it is possible to save the data.
So this is not a data warehouse tool, okay? Data warehouse is where you could save the data. Okay, why they are asking to you in a particular this thing? Because this is consumed by Power BI and Power BI will be able to show the reports only when you have in a particular structure. Okay. So the data is consumed by Power BI. It was not saved in Power BI. Okay. Now next one is Power BI services. First one what we have seen, that is desktop.
Desktop.
Okay. That means just like in your phone, your application will be there, right?
Yes.
Let's say you have your own WhatsApp, I have my own WhatsApp. So
Yes.
can I able to see whatever the things that you are doing in your WhatsApp in my WhatsApp?
No, sir.
No. Why? Because
Maybe.
that is inside your personal mobile, right?
Yes, sir.
Or let's say if it is inside your, let's say it is Facebook, it is inside your web application. In the
Yes.
same way, here it is inside your desktop. Only those who are able to access your desktop will be able to see. That is only you.
Yes, sir.
And for me, it is only me. Now there should be some collaborations, right? So company requires the once you create the report, it need to be collaborated with colleagues, upper management, lower people, right?
Yes.
Let's say if I'm looking at an employee dashboard, these employee details to be accepted by, the bonuses or whatever the hikes to be accepted by upper level managers, right?
Yes.
And once it is accepted, you will also give these details to the lower level, the under employees to for the acceptancy of them, right?
Yes.
So you require these things to be shared across multiple people inside the organization, even with clients. We share the, even in the bank, right? You share your account details and for, let's say whatever the quarterly reports for each and every customer, right?
Yes, sir.
On a quarterly, half yearly basis, right? So you need to share these reports across the other things. So what you need to do is there is something known as Power BI services. Power BI desktop is completely within your hands, but Power BI services is something where it could be able to share based on a cloud-based platform where we will be collaborating the reports and dashboards. We could also create, there are 50-50%. Okay, that means here also you could create the reports. Okay, you could able to access the reports, keep the filters. Okay, but extensive development will be done in Power BI desktop. Any adjustments, okay, to the reports or fixes that could be done, okay, are few features are feasible at Power BI services, and also the major thing is collaborating, okay, and sharing the reports. Either you could work on two reports simultaneously from group, I mean, let's say from employee one, you are working from India. There is an employee two who is working from USA. That means he work in your nights, you work in their nights, right?
Yes.
So what you could do is you could collaborate your work. That means once you're done, you could share the work to by bookmarking. You could share the work to the second person in the night, and he will develop certain reports, and later he will do the same thing. Okay, that means he will bookmark and save and share the link to you.
Yes.
From there, you could take up whatever these things, where the development would be more faster. Okay,
Yes.
that's how you could collaborate between people and you could work. So Power BI services, we have also few other things that we'll see later while we're doing the course. And Power BI apps where this is only to access the reports on the go. Okay. There are few business people, clients where they don't want Power BI in the laptop or this thing, right? So they
Yes.
want to see once the report is available, how the net, how the sales were there, how the vendors, how vendor sales are working. These things they need to understand. So we will once we share the report, and they may or may not have personal laptop. That means every time you can't carry a personal laptop with you, right? But
Yes.
the CEOs, these people, they need to see the reports on the go once it is available. They don't waste the time till it comes, till you go to the desktop and see. Once the report is available on 5 p.m., once you get notification, he need to see that. So this is something on the Power BI apps which gives you access to the reports, okay, and basing on their connectivities, okay. Then report server. Report server is on premises, okay. That means it is inside the organization itself where you keep the data reporting within the network, okay. That means whatever the reports that you have, let's say if you are banking, right,
Yes.
your database should not go outside, right?
Yes.
So this is where you store the reports.
Yes.
And this is the Power BI report server. Just acts like a server in premises, okay, and will be able to only store the data and the reports. So what are the key features in the Power BI? One is data connectivity, as I said,
Yes.
data connectivity where it has various databases, files, cloud services, any online online services. That means whichever the cloud we have, okay. We will have some one or the other APIs or extensions where we could use and we'll be able to connect the data hassle freely. Okay. And what is the next one? Data transformation. Transformation means cleaning, transforming, shaping the data. Okay. Either it could be from the transformation layer or it could be from Power Query. Power Query is something that which we will be learning. Okay. It's a powerful data preparation. That means if you want to clean the data or if you want to transform the data, everything could be done using Power Query in Power BI. You'll be able to see later on how effective this is. This it is also helpful in any Microsoft tools. Okay.
Yes.
And data modeling. So what do you mean by data modeling in general? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by data modeling in general?
I don't have
Data
an idea,
model.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So while you're doing SQL, right? You
Yes.
have joined a few things, okay?
Yes.
Table one to table two, okay? Or
Yes, sir.
subqueries. So this is known as data modeling, okay? Where you connect data from one table to other table, okay, and create a different view.
Yes.
That is where you are creating a data model.
Yes.
Data model means you have two data models. I hope you already had a word where it is known as fact table schema or a flat schema and star schema and snowflake schema. Hello?
Yes, sir.
You already have this in the SQL, right?
SQL, yes, sir.
Yes. So in the same way, here creating relationships, okay, between the tables, okay, or creating calculations using DAX for creating the relationships is the data modeling part that you will be looking into Power BI. Or whenever you have from different tables, I mean, in organization, everything can't be in a single table, right?
Yes, sir.
In any organization. You will be having more tables, okay? So let's say if you are looking in a banking accounts will have one section, credit cards will be having one section, assets will be having one section, FDs will be having one section, right? These are different tables, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just like a sections, these are from different department, and each department that will have various tables in it, and these tables will be joining based on the primary keys, right?
Yes, sir.
In the same way, how we create our schema defines how our data visualization works, and based on the relationship, you will be able to see how your report is working.
Yes.
Okay, and one more thing is other than Power Query, something known as DAX. That is data analysis expression. What is
Data
data
analysis expression.
analytic expression? Okay. If you know something known as regex, okay, regular expression, this is also something like data analytic expression. That means functions that you create. There are nearly 1200 plus DAX functions that you could use inside Power BI. 1200 nearly. And these things, okay, either it could be make date or date diff, okay, there are various. I mean, based on the various scenarios, they have created these many functions inbuilt, okay, just like your functions in these things, right? What you say
Yes, sir.
in Python, here also these DAX functions are like these are functions that are created, so you could just give what it is required, they will give the output. Okay. So let's say you require difference between two amounts, two dates. Okay. You could give date, if date one comma date two, you could give day, it will give how many days in between these 2 days. Or if you want to have only weeks, if you could give week, it will give how many weeks are in between, how many months in between these 2 days. If you want to remove, if you want to calculate only business days, there is another other DAX function. Okay, these are various DAX functions. Okay, just like your inbuilt functions in Python, it would be easier for you. Okay, so you don't require everything to create. It already has the DAX functions. You just need to use them properly. And the other thing is visualization. There are nearly 280 charts that you could do in Power BI. How many charts did you know, or have you used it till now?
Two or three, sir.
Okay. Most of the people, okay, not only you, most we are familiar with bar chart, line chart.
Pie
Okay.
chart.
If we go forward, it will be pie chart, okay, or let's say God chart, or let's say scatter plot. These are the major things that we'll be able to see. Okay, but when it comes to Power BI, they are different, like column chart, bar chart, stacked columns, stacked bar. Okay, there are a number of visualizations. Overall, you can create nearly 280 plus visualizations in Power BI, which are more interactive in nature. And they also have the custom visualization. That means even if you are not satisfied with this 280, you could write your own code and create your own visualization. Okay,
Okay.
those are known as custom visualizations. And there are all mostly pre-built visualizations, okay, where you will be able to see certainly 20 plus in your Power BI desktop, and they are nearly 260 players, which are inbuilt inside the Power BI itself. Okay. And this is something which is more different than the other tools that we have. And going forward, okay. So when Tableau, okay, the Power BI and Tableau are competitors, right?
Yes.
So once the Tableau is more popular, and why Power BI is getting popular in these days? Have you had any idea? Previously, let's say before 5 years or 8 years, have you heard about Power BI?
No,
Before
sir.
pre-COVID,
Yes.
let's say in 2018 or somewhat.
Yes.
Okay, it is very much low, right? When you use
Yes.
Power BI, at that time Tableau is more popular in demand rather than Power BI. But now the demand and shift has changed because there are few other things. Okay, not only one thing. One thing is cost effectiveness. The effective cost for Power BI for an organization is merely zero. Okay, why I will let you know? Because for every organization, you will have Office Outlook 365,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
That is powered by Microsoft, and
Yes.
this is a pro license for everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay, when you have these, what Microsoft has done is they created a bundle. They won't give only Outlook, right? They will give a
Yes.
bundle like known as Office 365.
Yes.
In that Office 365, you have this also. That means you already paid for your this thing, that which is already mandate for your organization expenses.
Yes.
Only if you need premium, okay, only if you need premium services, then only you need to go for the license, right? But
Yes.
creating the report on your own, collaborating in between your intranet, it's completely free.
Yes.
But in case if you want to have the same thing with Tableau, for each and every listing you need to pay, right?
Yes.
For each and every license, even if you want to download, okay, and once you want to create the report, you need to have this access. Once you got the access, and for each and every person, there would be it is a premium service in Tableau. But over here, there is pro service, premium service, where the cost effective is more, compared to the other VI tools in the industry. And for the artificial intelligence, okay, where Tableau has created into next level into artificial intelligence, now Power BI is doing in a different way, where it gives co-pilot complete access in Power BI, where it will be able to deliver the visualizations just in a snap. Once you give prompt, just like you for your chat GPT, it will be able to give you the visualization what you require. Okay.
Yes.
The
Okay.
artificial intelligence is also more because Microsoft itself has used resources rather than Tableau or ClickSense comparing to the other visualization tools, right? Do you think Microsoft is a big company or Tableau is a big company? Tableau means Salesforce,
Microsoft is a big company.
right? They
Yes.
have more resources,
Yes.
and Microsoft itself has its own chat GPT, which is Gemini AI, right?
Yes.
And they also introduced Copilot inside the Word document, Excel, and now into Power BI,
Yes.
where just by using NLP, if you create prompt, it will give you a visualization. You don't even require. Once you load the data, give that I am looking for why the sales are very low. Okay. That will give you your chart automatically. Okay. This is something that AI is clearing. But however, even if this is AI, this is more adjacent. I mean, it can't completely replicate the work of a human, but it will give where it is easy for us to fine tune. We need to do only fine tune in
Yes.
future. We may not create complete charts. Okay, we need to do the high end level steps on top of the AI. Okay. And as I said, collaboration and these things are very easy for over here using the Power BI service, because only for collaboration they have one more component. For every other things, this is the same component that you use. And if you see customization, as I said, right, there are nearly 1200 DAX functions and 280 visualizations. So you could customize accordingly as per your requirement and how your specific needs were there. So it's not like that you need to go for only this chart. Okay, in this chart, there are more variations. Okay, even in the column chart or the bar chart, they have nearly 12 plus variations in the same chart, in a single bar chart, which is not possible in other tools. They will be having only four. That would be either it's a column chart, bar chart, stacked column, stacked bar. That's it. But over here, you have nearly 10 plus for a single bar chart itself. Okay. So who uses Power BI? Who uses Power BI? Or once
Yes.
you're done with the Power BI course, who you will be? Where what could be your career path that you could choose? Data analytics, data analyst,
Yes.
data scientist, okay, business analyst, executives, managers, entrepreneurs, or higher management. These are all people who uses Power BI in their day-to-day life. And if you want to be, you could be a BA or a data scientist or an executive or manager who will be on working on these things. Okay. So if it is a BA, they will be only into analyze the data. If you are a data scientist, they will look into more insight rather than a data analyst or a business analyst. Okay. Instead of their BA's work is only up to creating visualizations according to your stakeholders. But as a data scientist, it will be more into visualizing the data, exploring the trends, building the machine learning models on top of the given data, okay, with more customizations according to their leaping data. Okay,
Okay.
so why Power BI is popular is one more thing that which we'll complete once we are okay. Why Power BI is popular? User friendly, you don't require code or anything. Even for
Yes.
SQL, you have written code, right?
Yes.
Syntax.
Yes.
Select start from, okay, join from, inner, outer, or where clause, having clause, descender, sort. Okay, these things we don't even require over here. What you need to know about the data. You need to know about the data, how the data is spreaded on. Those are the two things. Once you know, you will be able to create your own report with minimum. Just you want to know how to drag and drop the
It.
or just to tick it. Not even this thing. You could just tick this thing, okay, where you will be able to create the Power BI reports. Okay. Power BI features which are more which I said it for a data analyst or visualization, the collaborations are good. Visualization, we have a number of these things, okay. And for extensions, we have AI extensions. And for integration, okay. Integration, we have almost all. You could use any Microsoft this thing for your Power BI, where you could integrate Microsoft without any difficulty. And when I said to cost, right, cost is very effective while comparing to other features or other these things, other products basically inside the visualization or any visualization tool. Okay, this is more cost effective while comparing to any visualization tool inside the market. Okay,
Okay.
So these things are like how the works
Could you
going so
excuse
far.
me for a minute, sir? I am getting a call.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm back on.
So what we'll do is we'll just look into how you could download this Power BI. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's the one thing we will see now. You could just go to this thing. Okay, any browser, just type Power BI download. Okay, go to this from the official, or if you are using directly, you could download over here.
Okay.
Or if you are using Windows 11 or something, there is something known as store in your app store, right?
Yes, sir.
In the app store, it is available. HK. In the app store, the Power BI is available. Okay, you could directly download from app store.
Okay.
Okay. And once you are able to, it's just like any other this thing. Okay, you could directly download it and you could use it. You don't require to sign in Power BI. And this is how the Power BI initial pane looks like. Okay.
Okay.
This is how the visualization looks like. There will be a bar that you will be asking to sign in. You could just cancel it. You don't require signing. Okay. And if you see this one, right, this is known as canvas or a data pane. Once you load it, there will be a data pane appearing over here. There is no data over here, right?
Yes.
If you are able to see, there are three panes over here. One is filter pane, visualization pane, data pane. Okay.
Yes.
So we will see how you will be able to interact these three in tomorrow's class, and we will be seeing how the data architecture inside the Power BI goes on. Okay.
Okay, sir.
How the we say, right, that how we could from data warehouse to publishing the data. So we'll see that architecture in more detail, and later we will start with our visualization, creating our visualization.
Okay, sir.
So this class every day will start by 8 o'clock, max by 8:05, and it's at 8:45. Okay, so that it will be easy for you, Pritam.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay. So by 8:45 we'll conclude, and we'll have 5 more minutes just for doubts. Okay.
Okay,
And
sir.
this will class will be concluded by max by 8:50. And
Okay.
this class will be continuing for 2 weeks with Power BI. Okay. Any questions or something, you could also post in your WhatsApp later the class also. This is fine with me.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you want to rush to office, right? So that is also
Yes, sir.
fine. You could give me your doubts later also, or at the start of the class itself. No
Okay, sir.
worries.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Download this by tomorrow's class. Hari, I
Okay.
think you already have it inside your this thing, right? So no need of this thing. So ensure that you are available and join the class by time from tomorrow.
Yes,
Hope you.
sure, sir. I will make sure I will join the class in time only, sir.
Okay, okay. How are you basically? How's your health now?
Actually, I have decided from hospital yesterday night only.
Okay.
I'm not feeling well.
Okay, take care, Hari. Okay, you may not be able to practice, okay? But these things, I mean, at least for the first week, this is just for a revision for you, okay? So
Yeah,
you could just look into the classes, and later you are left with only 4 to 5 classes, right? So that's fine. You could maybe in the next you just join the class, okay? So we'll see how it goes. Once your health is back, then you could track
yeah,
or
sure.
you could
Thank you.
practice.
Yeah. And make sure
Okay.
our time is available for practice also.
Sure. Ensure that. Okay, that's fine. Even if you have do that, right, that will be okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys. Then let's meet tomorrow. Any questions till now? Written?
No, sir. Could you share the notes and live classes as well, sir?
Oh, sure. I will be sharing in the same link. Okay. Even the yesterday's class link that we have read Saturdays, I'll
Yes,
be
yes.
sharing in a different in the Python link. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir.
And this link will be available. The Power BI link in the this thing only, the Excel and SQL links.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, guys. Then meet you tomorrow.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Okay.